Hej hej, hyvää päivää. Tänään menen on Sion macaroni laatikko. Hey hey, beautiful people, Sherry Bell's Jeans Kitchen. Today we are going to be making a Finnish food. Finnish food. Yes, it's called macaroni laatikko. And we are here. You can see me here in the mat selecting what I need. You need your macaronis, these small tiny ones. You need them. That is me selecting them. It depends on what quantity you want to cook. I am going to be cooking for a family of 5, so I get 3 packets. And then you need your ground beef. Ground beef. This is beef. The one written on in Northern is ground beef. I selected my 2 packs of beef, and then let's move on. You need this maize for a thickener, so you can use it as a thickener. It's optional, though some people use it. And then you need your tomato ketchup. Yes, you need your tomato ketchup because kids love tomato ketchup. Why not? They love tomato ketchups. And this is everything you need. You need your beef, your onions, your macaroni, your eggs. You need milk, you need ketchup, and you need these bowls that you can use. I don't know how to call it, foil bowls or whatever you can use in the oven. You need this chili, a little bit of chili because of the meat, and some seasoning. And this is everything you need to make this macaroni laatikko. And guys, when I tell you, my kids love it. They loved it, like it seriously. So now this is what you need. Very easy and very affordable. This is what you need, and let's start the preparation. Remember, you need your onions. Onions is very good. You need cheese, which is optional. You need milk, you need eggs, macaroni. This is the water. Put your water on the pot, put your water in the pot and put your water on the burner. And when the water is boiling, you add in your macaroni and make your macaroni to be tender. Yes, not very tender, but tender. Yes, as you can see here, I'm adding a little bit of oil so they don't stick together. I add a little bit of oil so they don't stick together. I put in a little bit of salt also, so I stir it and I strain it with my strainer. Keep it down to cool with my strainer. So while I'm doing this, I chop my onions. You chop your onions in this shape. Chop a lot of onions. It goes with a lot of onions. And you heat your frying pan. Then you put in your ground beef. You put in your ground beef first before you add in the onions. When you put in your ground beef, you try to mix it up. If there is oil in it, if oil is coming out of the meat, then you can let it be. But if oil is not coming in, then you can add in a little bit of oil and then you stir it, mix it up, mix it, give it a good stir, until it is perfectly cooked and brown, not reddish, as you can see here. Remember, don't forget your seasoning. You add in your onions. You add in your onions on the second stage, not the first. You add in your onions when the beef is already like this color, which you see, and then you give it a good stir. Add in your seasoning cube. You can add in a little bit of chili, just a little bit. My kids are not the chili type, so I just add a little bit of chili. Remember, my macaroni is set aside and it's cooling down, and then you give this a good stir. Give it a good stir, and then you test it to make sure that all the ingredients are there. Why would you live in Finland and you keep on cooking every day? You keep on cooking swallow. You keep on cooking rice. Change it. Let's change it. And now you can see I was adding a little bit of seasoning here, and it was ready. So I set it aside. And this is a tricky part of it. When you set it aside, you have to start mixing the beef to the macaroni. Mix portion by portion, so the beef is not too small in the macaroni, or the macaroni is not too small in the beef. Let everything be balanced. Yes, you can see me here. I am adding the beef to the macaroni. I changed my pot here because the other pot was smaller, so I'm mixing it. You give it a good stir. Make sure that everything is equal. The beef is equal to the macaroni. As you can see, this is it here. I have given it a good stir. As you're stirring, try to always taste to make sure that everything is so balanced and so yummy. I'm stirring it here, and while I'm stirring it here, I'm preparing my bowls. Remember the foil bowls. I prepared them and set them aside. And remember, the next ingredient that is going to be going in here is your egg. Put in 3 eggs, depending on the size of what quantity or the size of what you're cooking. Put in 3 eggs, beat the eggs, and then you add in milk. You add in milk and you beat it, because that is what you're going to be using to mix it to your macaroni and your ground beef before you bake, because you're going to bake them. So mix it now and give it a good stir. Give it a good stir. Give it a good stir. I'm stirring with all my strength, stirring. If the milk is not enough, you add more milk. Yes, because this would give it an aroma that is called heavenly aroma. Have you ever heard about heavenly aroma before? Oh, okay. Now this is me. I have already put in my I put the macaroni into my foil bowls. Yes, my foil, how did I call it? I need to find a name for this. I've already put it in, so I'm going to mix in the egg and the milk, and I'm going to be adding it there. If the seasoning is okay, then you don't need any salt or anything to add for in the milk and the egg. So it was just okay. So this is me adding in my milk and egg to the bowls, to the foil bowls, which are set to be put in the oven. Yes, as you can see, I made a big batch because why not? My kids love it. I'm putting it in the oven. This is it in the oven and it's cooking. You can cook this in the oven or you can bake. Should we say cook or bake? You can bake in the oven for 20 minutes or above. But when you have this look, or when you put a spoon inside and there is no water, like there's no egg inside or there's no liquid inside, you know it is ready. If you want to give it more spice, you can add in some cheese. But when it is this golden brown and you can see me peeling it and you see it's dry inside, drying doesn't mean that it's so dry, but guys, ouch, ouch, macaroni laatikko. Hey, this tastes heavenly, heavenly. I am proud of myself, guys. I'm proud of myself. Yes, when you go to do Rome, do what the Romans do. When you go to a country, try to learn what the people eat there and eat it, because if you want to go by the African way of food, you're killing yourself. Subscribe.